So after sitting out on the sidelines for a few years, buyers are actually coming back to dealership lots. In fact, according to a new report from Edmunds, the used car market is flourishing with vehicles flying off the dealership lots at record rates, not literally, figuratively. However, many of these buyers are likely to experience some real sticker shock. The average age of a trade-in for both new and used vehicles is rising, indicating there is a shift in this market. People who have delayed buying a new vehicle are now beginning to take the plunge, possibly encouraged by what appears to be a reduction in used car prices. The average used car price in the first quarter of 2024, $27,113. That's a 4.5% drop from the same period last year. But don't get too excited. That sounds good, 4.5% less, but that is still 34% higher than it was back in 2019 when we saw the average used car price a scratch over 20 grand. So still $7,000 more than it was in 2019. And new car prices have also seen a slight decrease, dropping to under $47,000. The number is $46,992. That's happened in the first quarter. This is the first time in nearly 2 years that the average transaction price of a new car has dropped below $47,000. Have you been to a dealership lately? Have you paid less than $47,000 for a new car? If you have, leave it in the comment section below. Most likely you have not. Leave that number in the comment section below. Talk about sticker shock. An influx, though, of older used cars is a positive sign for the auto industry as a whole. The average age of a trade-in has increased from 7.9 years in the first quarter of 2022 to 9.4 years in the most recent quarter. And this number suggests, the 7.9 to 9.4, that more affordable vehicles will soon be available if you're looking to buy, potentially boosting the overall industry. However, new vehicles are less likely to benefit from this rush. As shoppers are grappling with higher prices, again, 47 is the average, they are increasingly opting for newer used vehicles instead of new cars and new trucks. Edmunds predicts that this trend will continue. Quote, the majority of new vehicles are far less likely to appeal to these buyers, the report says. They've waited for years to make a move and are likely more price sensitive than the consumer who were willing to pay above MSRP at the height of the shortage. Until new car incentives make a real comeback, used vehicles will continue to offer what new vehicles cannot: affordable transportation, end quote. So as buyers do return to the market, if you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, it's important to remain cautious but fully informed. That's why you're watching this video. I hope that's why you're watching this video, and we'll come back for more. While there are deals to be had, especially from qualified dealerships, the landscape has changed, and prices are still significantly higher than pre-pandemic levels. If you are looking for one and want to get a good deal in your zip code, I highly encourage quotes.everymandriver.com. It's a free search engine. You'll get insider access to dealer pricing. The lowest prices being offered by qualified dealerships. If you do not find the brand you're looking for, either they're not qualified, they decided not to participate, or they don't have enough numbers out there to advertise and or they don't have enough numbers to be on this list. Anyways, quotes.everymandriver.com. If you don't find what you're looking for in your zip code, expand that zip code. Be willing to travel a few miles outside your area to save a few hundred, possibly a few $1,000s on a new or used vehicle. There's also a link below this video. Here are some car brands you think might be affordable now, but you'll find later could be full of regret. Some of these brands might seem like a good deal at first. They could cost you more in the long run because they break down often, need expensive repairs, and lose their value quickly. That's our trifecta of financial pitfalls. So watch out for the following brands which tempt you with low prices but often fail to deliver in the long term. Number one, be very cautious of buying a Mitsubishi. They do offer a long 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty for their engines and transmissions, which sounds great. However, studies have shown that Mitsubishi cars don't score very well for reliability overall. Cars like the Mirage, the Outlander Sport have received poor overall quality and dependability ratings. On top of that, Mitsubishi has few dealerships, so finding a good place to get your car serviced can be hard if something does go wrong. You might think the Mirage would be a great deal. Sub $17,000 new, 3 cylinders, only 78 horsepower. Basically a glorified go-kart, but a bare-bones Mitsubishi Mirage may get you where you're going, but won't do much beyond that. Performance and features feel lacking compared to others in its class. You may quickly want more than what it has to offer. No, Mitsubishi isn't the only questionable brand that tempts buyers with attractive low prices. Another brand that worries some experts is Nissan, especially some of their more affordable models like the Versa and Sentra. These cars have a lot of problems with their CVT they have over the years. Getting those transmissions fixed can be expensive, and having them break down all the time is time consuming, can easily wipe out any money you've saved by getting a lower price in the first place. Like Mitsubishi, Nissan can get you behind the wheel of a brand new Versa for less than 17 grand, which is amazing. It even comes with 4 cylinders, not 3 but 4. But be warned, the Nissan Versa, for example, brings road noise that will have your ears ringing, some experts say, with acceleration resembling cold molasses. I quote that one. Thrills are not in its nature or DNA. Some owners may grow out of its limitations before very long. Even slightly pricier models can disappoint you in the long run. The Sentra, about 21 grand, will draw your eye to the price, but in the mechanic shop, quality in some areas has not always matched what Hondas and Toyotas deliver, so be aware of Nissan as well as Mitsubishi. And then there's Fiat. Like the mini models whose stylings they share, Fiat looks retro, adorable, and unique, but by most accounts, the British brand has the Italian nameplate beat when you get past appearance. Regarding reliability, RepairPal says that Fiat ranks in the middle, about 18 out of 32, but even that tepid showing might be generous. Fiat hasn't had a good reputation among credible experts and industry publications, with mentions of breakdowns and high ownership costs just to have one. Fiat discontinued the 500, one of its most popular and longest running models, back in 2019. The Fiat 500 was stylish and cheap, but didn't always work right and cost a lot to fix. Its small interior spaces and old technology can also be annoying for buyers who want to be happy with their purchases in the long run. Fiat did resurrect the 500 in 2024 as an EV, electric vehicle, but buyer beware. Car and Driver, you've heard of them, gives it an uninspiring 7 out of 10 rating, which is 3 steps up from the dismal 4 it gave to the last Fiat 500 in 2019. So for those of you out there who are shopping for a new or used car and concerned about upfront affordability and long-term costs, some brands rose to fame by striking a balance between those two of price and quality. So stick with those. Some affordable brands are still known for being reliable and holding their value well, making them a smarter choice if you're on a budget in 2024. Toyota, a great example. Their cars are famous for rarely breaking down and costing very little to maintain over the life of ownership. Models like the Corolla, RAV4 will give you great affordable prices along with excellent reputation and reliability in the Toyota brand. They are worth a good amount when you go to sell them later as well, so resale value is very good. Honda, another solid pick, offering a nice variety of vehicles that score high for safety, fuel efficiency, dependability. Popular models like the Civic, CR-V, Accord all strike a good balance between being affordable to buy while also being affordable to own long term. Again, not a sprint, it's a marathon.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up.